Hey guys, how you doing? It's Devin here from Neptune Design, and today I want to be talking about single opt-in and double opt-in. Now, when I went to my MailChimp account, I looked in the top right hand side corner and I saw this notification that said starting on October the 31st, your hosted, embedded, and pop-up forms will default to single opt-in. And I thought to myself, okay, I want to make a video to discuss what is single opt-in and what is double opt-in, and basically what are the differences or the key differences and the pros and cons between the two. So what I'll be doing in this video is I'll be giving you an example of each, and then after that I'll be discussing the pros and cons of a single opt-in versus a double opt-in, of course, and then I'll come to a conclusion. So stick around. Thank you very much for watching. It's going to be a good video. All right. Okay, so let's talk about single opt-in. Okay, so here's a perfect example. We're on our YouTube subscriber sign up page for anyone from YouTube would like to sign up for our newsletter and our marketing tips. We're on that page. Okay, so if somebody was to come here and basically put in their name and basically fill in their email address, right? Let me use the example of support at Neptune Design, right? And if somebody had to click on join and be automatically added to our mailing audience or our mailing list, that would be a single opt-in. Okay, so they sign up there and they instantly get added onto our mailing list. That is a single opt-in. Okay, so that's pretty straightforward. Okay, so let's talk about the cool things about single opt-in. Okay, so the pros about single opt-in is it's very easy for someone to sign onto your list. Okay, they can basically focus all of their attention on one page, come in, give their name, give their email address, and be gone, and that's done and dusted. So that is the beauty and the simplicity of having a single opt-in form. So if you're looking for rapid growth in your marketing email list, then definitely a single opt-in will grow faster because it's a much easier sign in process. Okay. Now for the con, or for the disadvantage of having a single opt-in. You will find that if you put a single opt-in on a website or on any place where you sign up, you will find that you get a lot of, or I won't say a lot of, but in my experience, you will see that you get people that sign up with email addresses that don't exist, purely because they just quickly uh, typed in the email and maybe they forgot the a certain letter in the email address. Or you could also get people that have fake email accounts. And how this is detrimental to your mailing list is whenever you're trying to mail your mailing list, you're looking for engagement, you're looking for people to come back onto your website and buy whatever the product or service is that you're selling. Now you might find that you have a massive mailing list, but you actually have very few opens, or your open rate is incredibly small, and that could be due to the fact that you have a lot of emails there that the emails just basically bounce off. Now I know some people are saying that yes, you can go through your MailChimp and you can just automatically delete the emails that bounce, but guys, let's face it, you're a busy person, you don't have time to go digging through your email list every time an email bounces. So that's one big disadvantage. So you do get the rapid growth, but you might also get a lot of spam emails, fake emails, and incorrect emails on your list. That is the disadvantage of a single opt-in account. Or let me just say that is one of the biggest disadvantages of a single opt-in account. Okay. Hi guys, we're back and we are now doing the double opt-in. Okay, I'm going to show you an example of what a double opt-in is. And as you can see, there's no difference to the front end. It's still exactly the same. The only major difference is the sign up process. So here I'm going to put in my name and I'm going to put in my email address. I've already joined this list, so I'm not going to click join again. And when I click this join button, I will automatically get a mail from MailChimp to say that my email address has been listed. Do I want to confirm my subscription to the mailing list? Okay, so what that confirmation email looks like is it looks like this. Okay, it'll say confirm email subscription, and it will give you the option to subscribe to the list, or you could just ignore it. Okay, so when I click subscribe to the list, it'll take me through to another screen. I have to click that I'm not a robot, and then I have to click the subscribe button. And only after the subscription has been confirmed, then I am part of the mailing list. So some of you can already see the problem here. It's a bit of a longer process. Okay. Okay, so let's talk about the pros and the cons of the double opt-in option. Okay, the pros are that you know that the client is a real human being, and you know that the email address is a legitimate email address. Reason being why? Because they've already confirmed and they've already received the confirmation email from MailChimp, which is an awesome thing. So we know they're added on the list and we know they are a real person, and we know that when we reach out to them, we are actually reaching out to somebody who is um, wanting to be engaged with our brand or engaged with whatever product or service that we are selling. Okay, now the con or the disadvantage of this particular solution is that it takes a long time to actually build up your mailing list. Why? Because it's much more tedious for people to work through joining your list and then going to their own mailboxes, and then maybe the mail gets sent to a spam folder, or maybe it gets sent to the promotions folder and then they forget about it for a couple of weeks. So it might take longer than the normal single opt-in. So that is the disadvantage of the double opt-in. Okay, so in closing, in conclusion, which one should I choose? Okay, so this is the part where the video gets a bit interesting. You see, I had already recorded something that basically came up with recommending double opt-in. Like, yeah, you should completely go and get double opt-in. It's the thing for you. Your email list will be nice and clean. You don't have to go through all of that tedious work of going through your emails, looking for the ones that constantly bounce and sort it out because you're busy. You don't have time for that. But there is an interesting experiment that happened in the meantime. You see, I sent a couple of my ex customers and a couple of my current customers my newsletter subscribe link, and I said to them, hey, won't you please subscribe to my newsletter? And I just did this at random. And I came back today and I had some of them, I talked to some of them on WhatsApp, and I asked them, I said, hey, I sent you that link yesterday. And they were like, yes. And I subscribed yesterday. And I was like, but you don't show up on my mailing list. What's up with that? Did you find the confirmation link? And they were like, no, I didn't have time, but let me go back. And then we had this whole back and forth about did they find the extra mail? And then they looked through the inbox and they couldn't find it. And that's somebody that I have a personal connection with, right? And even let's say they did get the second confirmation email, they were still too busy to go and actually confirm their mail. And unfortunately, this is the trend where people are just busy. So I am going to recommend that you go for single opt-in. Rather do the work yourself. If you have to scrub your email base or have to take out emails that bounce, so be it. But it's also frustrating to have 100 people that sign up to your newsletter, real people, I'm talking about real people that do exist, and ending up with like 60 that actually finally confirmed, and the rest, the confirmation mail is just floating in their promotions tab, or maybe it's in their drafts, or maybe it's in the inbox and they didn't get through to it, or maybe they just didn't think it was from you, they saw it was from MailChimp. So I would have to suggest that you go with single opt-in. Thanks very much guys for watching this video. This is Devin from Neptune Design. If you like this video, like or subscribe, and also check out the links below if you want to hire us, or maybe you're looking for conversion tracking. Whatever you need, we're there. Thank you very much. Have a great